I'm just searching for equality, looking for some reason, no finding no apologies. But I do want opportunity, hard work, it ain't new to me.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Rach Da Gem. You are tuned in to another episode of Melanin Blvd. Every single week we have an amazing guest. This week we have a bomb-ass guest, Lee Butler. He's a comedian. What's up, Lee?
Yo, what's going on, Rach? How you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah.
So me and Lee have known each other for a long time.
Long time, years.
Yes.
Been a while.
He's known me as a little lad, right?
Showing my age now.
Yeah. So I don't even know. Did we go to school together? Yeah, we went to school together for like 1 year, right?
Yeah, you went to what, Centennial, right?
Mm-hmm. For like
I went to Centennial.
Years. Yep.
Yeah, I went to Centennial until they expelled my ass. So.
Yeah. So he was one of the bad kids, and I'm not me.
Yeah, I'll tell you the story behind that shit, man. You know, remember when around the time of Columbine when they were shooting up schools and shit?
Yeah.
Yo, one of the teachers, I was in class, and one of the teachers told the kids, was like, yo, you're not gonna graduate and shit like that. I was like, yo, you know what? That's why kids shoot up schools and shit. What are you doing? Like, why are you talking like that? Expelled my ass for saying that shit.
Dang.
Might as well said bomb on a fucking airplane.
Dang, that's pretty extreme. That's crazy. Yeah. I didn't even know that happened.
Got rid of my ass for that.
Quick, but you probably was on her nerves anyways.
Yeah, I was on her nerves. We was pissing her off that day. Trust me.
You was a jokester back then, and I'm sure she was like, he got one time.
Get this nigga the fuck out of here. Right. I swear to and it was a class full of black kids. So, you know, she wasn't having that shit. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of pressure on her brain on that day. So I don't know what was going on with her ass.
She's having a bad day.
Just having a bad day.
I guess it happens. Teachers, you know, y'all got to know when to call it quits sometimes.
I felt like I was actually in the right. I was like, yo, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be here motivating. You're supposed to be teaching and shit. You up here telling motherfuckers that they ain't gonna be shit. I mean, why not shoot up this motherfucker? Like, like what are you doing?
I feel like she did take it to the extreme. I would be like, don't say stuff like that, you know.
Yeah,
but you didn't say you was gonna shoot up the school. You was just like, don't be saying stuff like that. That's what triggers people. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
She knew what she was trying to say. She was just like, look, he got one time. I'm ready. She was ready. She was at home like, I can't wait.
Right. One of these niggas get out of line, I swear to God. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she was on one that day.
Yeah, she obviously. So shout out to her. Hope she's having a good life.
I know, right? Forgot her name and shit too. I don't know.
That's too bad. We could have tagged her.
Right.
But I mean, yes, we've known each other for some years. I haven't talked to you in forever. So I just want to thank you for taking time out to come on the show, you know, my little podcast. So we're going to get to know you. We're going to get to know all about what you do. But first, how has this pandemic and quarantine been treating you?
Oh man, it's been treating me good, to be honest with you, as far as, you know, financially. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been able to, you know, maintain my job, and you know, I haven't, you know, caught the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? Like, knock on wood. Been able to just stay in the house and, you know, keep my distance. I mean, as far as comedy is concerned, you know, I haven't really been really wanting to, you know, get into going back on stage until it's safe, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to fucking get sick, trying to make people laugh and shit. You know, I damn sure ain't doing that. My kids got compromised immune systems and shit with asthma. So I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna take that risk. But that's why I got my podcast going. So, you know, that's gonna be popping off next week, and kept definitely keeping that comedy going.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about the podcast.
The podcast is it's a no holds barred podcast. It's culture commentary. It's me, my boy, that guy Phoenix. He's a local rapper here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I got my other homeboy Ryan Davis. He's also going to be joining me on the podcast. So we just, you know, get on here, talk some shit, get high. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and talk about it, get in everybody's business. And that's all we wanted to do. Just, you know, create a platform for us to get high and argue.
Okay, that seems simple enough. It still also gives you the opportunity to like be creative with your comedy. So You know, you don't have to get on
absolutely.
stage.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to help me with exposure. Because the one thing about my comedy is like, I was hitting the clubs out here a lot, but I wasn't really getting any traction as far as, exposure. I create my own platform since everybody's in the business of creating their own fucking platform now. I was like, shit, I create my own platform and get my comedy out there elsewhere. I mean, and now during this whole pandemic, everybody at home, doing their own thing. So shit, might as well take advantage.
Definitely. So is everything still shut down where you are?
No, people, they still doing, they still having shows. I mean, no, fucking Arizona wide open. Shit, you can do whatever the hell you want in Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. You know, these states will be
Yeah,
trying to keep it closed for too long. So
yeah.
yeah. So how did you get into comedy?
Shit, I don't know, man. It's been something I wanted to do for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a funny guy, around my friends and shit. I figured I'd take my chances and get my ass on stage. So, I did it. Shit, I started doing it. What is this? 2021. So about back in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I really took it serious. And I've been hitting the stage ever since until the pandemic hit. So, so I've been in there for about four going on 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
I really loved, watching Mike Epps. Mike Epps is my favorite comedian. Uh, I think I really got my inspiration to do comedy from the kings of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey and all of them, do their thing, man. I was really inspired by that. So I was like, shit, I want to be able to, make a whole fucking room full of people fucking laugh. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Mm-hmm.
that's the shit. To command a room, shit, nigga, listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how I got into comedy, man. Just watching the greats.
Okay. So what's been your experience like first, like when you first started out? Did you have to train? What'd you do?
No, I didn't have to train. I mean, the best training is actually getting on stage. I mean, I didn't want to go to no fucking no comedy classes or anything like that. Not to knock any comedy classes. I just didn't want to, have no nigga teach me how to tell jokes and shit on stage. I wanted to just get up there and do it myself. The best
Mm-hmm.
way to get into comedy and to be good at that shit is to get on stage. You got to hit those open mics, hard. You got to get out there. I mean, you don't know what's funny until you get out there. You might be saying some shit to yourself, to your friends that might be hysterical, and then get your ass on stage and say that same shit and it be cricket. So it's you just got to get on stage. You just got to work that material and take advantage of those opportunities.
Mm-hmm. I always remember were always like super funny, so I feel like it would come natural to you anyways. But some people take time to kind of like learn how to structure their jokes and how to like, create their whole set. But obviously, it comes natural to you, right?
It does come natural, but at the same time, I'm not Jay-Z. I'm not fucking just walking in the booth freestyling shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I definitely have a method to my madness. I definitely structure my shit before I get on stage because I get up there. If I don't prepare my joke structure, then I might fuck around and get up there and after about 10 minutes don't even know what the fuck I'm up there talking about. So it's best to definitely rehearse and prepare before you get up on that stage.
Okay. Well, what inspires your comedy?
Shit, just regular life. You know what I'm saying? Like I get mad easily about a lot of shit. A lot of
You
shit
do?
irritate me. Yeah, a
You're
lot of
getting
shit
old.
irritate me.
That's what
Like,
that is.
yeah, like fucking just traffic irritate me. Shit, waking up every morning to go to work at 8 o'clock irritate me. Fucking, when I get to work and people say hi to me, like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to get to my desk. Don't. Why are you talking to me? Like, why? Where's all this energy coming from right now? I just woke up. So. I got kids now, so you know what I'm saying. Like, I'd be wanting to vent that frustration to some fucking body. Somebody needs to know my pain. Somebody needs to know these kids are killing me every fucking day. So, you know what I'm saying. Like, I like to get out there and and that's basically what it is. I'm just venting my frustrations on life.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty easy. Pretty easy to do
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
funny way. So what are your
yeah.
plans? Like, this is life, pandemic, this is what it is. So, you have your podcast. What do you have planned for your comedy in the next year or so?
Man, I do plan on really growing my comedy base, to its biggest, it's peak. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want to step out there, and I really want to be a very well known comedian. I know it takes baby steps, and honestly, in the comedy game, it's pretty hard. It's pretty tough because all you really got to do is keep getting your ass on stage. But now we're in a digital age, so I have to harken back, and I have to get on there and do my digital shit. So you'll definitely see more content from me as far as Instagram videos, and TikTok is on its way, along with the podcast. So I definitely want to do a lot more shows this year. Since Arizona is pretty much wide open. So so just hitting the stage, just continuing to make people laugh. I definitely want to grow my fan base and shit.
Definitely. So do you feel that there's like anything off limits when it comes to comedy? Because people can be super sensitive, but I feel like you can make light of any situation. Do you have any topics that are like off limits for you?
Rape. I don't talk about shit. I don't talk about shit that's have to do with rape. I don't know. I never got that. Like, what is so fucking funny about rape? Like, I never got why people even attempted to do shit like that. I definitely don't want to get into rape. I don't like politics too much because people sensitive about that shit nowadays. Most of the people that we do shows for was Trump supporters. So you get your ass up there, you start talking about Trump, the niggas ain't finna give your ass no laugh, well, unless you really going hard. But I never really got into the whole politics. I try to stay away from politics, try to stay away from rape jokes and shit like that. But other than that, everything else is all is a go.
Mm-hmm. So, people, Kevin Hart had a joke about his son like being gay, and then he had to apologize for it. How do you feel about that? Like, what are your thoughts?
See, fuck all that. I'm not apologizing for shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like him apologizing for a joke. That's you giving it's like you're validating, why they even coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that. I mean, like I never thought that shit. I never thought what he said was even that bad. Didn't he say his daughter was a hoe or some shit like that? Or was she doing whole activities?
He said
whole tendencies, hoes as her friends, hoes as her enemies, or some shit like that.
He did.
Did he say something like that?
And I think hoes, they like to get made fun of more than the gays. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
But the gay people, the gay community, when they saw that tweet or that video, I mean, it had been out. That was way back when he first started, so I just thought it was crazy that, people start digging things up. They'll pick apart the things that you say when you get big and you're about to host the Grammys, and then it can be kind of taken away.
Yeah, this nigga just did Jumanji. You know what I'm saying? Just put up fucking wild fucking numbers two times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jumanji 2 times. You know what I'm saying? With him and The Rock and shit. And he get up there and because when you get up there as a comedian, I mean, you definitely want to speak your truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else am I gonna talk to this? Who else am I talk to him about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, my son is doing some gay ass shit. I need to let people know my son doing some gay ass shit. So if you see some gay ass shit, if you see my son doing some gay ass shit online or something like that, I need to forewarn y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my son pop his ass sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Or my son, likes to, he likes to do gay shit. So I mean, that's what I mean, and also, I mean, with his daughter and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, his daughter out there doing some wild shit, some real questionable shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like. How else do I say it?
Yeah, it's kind of funny that they didn't get that mad about calling, him calling his daughter a hoe versus him saying, son, that's some gay shit. Like, that's kind of like, it's interesting. Get mad at both if you're going to get mad, in my opinion,
Yeah. And that's another thing. I try to stay away from, gay jokes as well. Cause I swear to God, gay people got to be the most sensitive motherfuckers in the world. I'll be like, man, I better not hear another fucking gay comedian say a straight joke, because then I'm gonna go ape shit. Like what's the deal? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they act like they fucking, black people at this point.
I think that they're so like pressed when it comes to like cancel culture. They'll take anything and run with it, because gay people make gay jokes all the time. Like, people have been making these jokes for the longest. Seinfeld was making black jokes, and people was doing blackface. So it's kind of like, they was like, oh shoot, a black person about to host the Grammys. Hold on, let me just look something up real quick. I'll be right back.
All that.
Yeah. So, and I want to say, wasn't it the first time that someone's hosted the Grammys since like, dang, what's his name? Old school actor. I forget his name, but it had been a while.
Ooh, Chris Rock?
No. Was it the Grammys? Something. I don't be keeping
the
up
Oscars?
The Oscars. It was crap. I'm gonna be so mad. I think he was in like a movie with Dorothy Dandridge. What was his name?
Fucking Billy Crystal.
No,
Billy Crystal?
No,
Ellen.
No, Ellen not black. What are you talking about?
Oh, you said black. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Now I have to look it up. Dorothy Dandridge. He was in a Dorothy Dandridge movie. He's black. He's like a philanthropist.
Sidney Poitier.
I think it was Sidney Poitier. Yeah.
Sidney Poitier?
I want to say he hosted it. Correct me if I'm wrong, people out there. You know, I don't be keeping up with all that stuff. But they was like, hold up, wait a minute. It's a black person.
Right.
Let me.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't he fuck somebody's wife or some shit like that? Oh yeah, we got to bring some shit up on this nigga, man. I don't know, man. Whenever a black person reaches that point of mass notoriety, niggas, come at them hard. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can't do nothing right.
Yeah, but I think it also shows us the importance of like having and building your own platform, because not only does he work for other people, but he also has his own production company. Right. So let's say it did hit the fan where he was like, ain't nobody gonna hire him no more. You have your own platform that you've built that you can survive off of. And that's the importance of like, let's stop asking these people for a handout and let's just build our own. And so when I say what I want to say, can't nobody say nothing, you know. Tyler Perry makes the same movies over and over again. He got the same, and it's the same fans, you know. So you're gonna have a market, you know, you're gonna have people who fuck with you. That's what I think.
Look, man, I mean, like at this point, you know what I'm saying, with Kevin Hart as being as big as he is, he got his own production company. I mean, I don't feel like I know a lot of people go at his head because, you know, his comedy hasn't been as funny as years prior. But at this point, I mean, you know what I'm saying, like Kevin Hart is putting niggas on. I mean, he got his own production company. He got four films coming to Netflix. So I mean, at this point, I mean, Kevin Hart is doing the right thing. I mean, shit, you know, I fucks with Kevin heavy, so you know, I take his side of anything. You know what I'm saying?
I think people were kind of hard on him with this last stand-up show that he did at his house. I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, it wasn't like gut busting like some other ones have been, but I mean, his life has evolved. Like he's less stressed out, you know, like how funny can you be when you're less stressed out? I feel like the hardships make you super funny. Like funny stuff still happens, but it ain't like it don't hit the same. And I feel like that's maybe why white people aren't as funny, because what they got, you know, like what they got. So it's like,
you niggas ain't never living in a trap. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about no roaches and rats and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear about your motherfucking.
I don't know nothing about no roaches and rats either, but.
But I'm shit. I mean, I grew up hard. So.
You all right? You grew up all right. I remember you. You was all right.
Well, that was when I moved to Nevada. Now that was a whole nother side. You know,
there was
before I moved. Yeah, I lived in Chicago for a minute.
Oh dang.
Yeah, I grew up in the projects for a minute. Yeah.
Well,
and then I moved to Chicago. Then I moved to Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's where you get your funny from. Your heart.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, as your kids get older, like his kids are grown. They be on the phone all day. It's not really much that they gonna be doing that's gonna, you know, make it funny. So I feel like his comedy has evolved, and I don't know if I want to see him continue to do stand up. I feel like he's better in like doing movies
and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think he has gotten so big as a movie star. You know, I think that it kind of, you know, watered down his stand-up comedy. See, I think that why a lot of people fuck with Dave Chappelle is because Dave Chappelle he's for the most part has stayed in that medium of just doing stand-up. He didn't become no mega fucking star. I mean, he took over TV. You know, with the whole Dave Chappelle show. And you know what I'm saying? Every time I see Dave Chappelle on stage, I just think Dave Chappelle show. You know, I don't think of all the movies he did, you know, Half Baked and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that with Kevin Hart, he's got his hands in so many things, you know. So, you know, it's definitely gonna take away from the stand-up. But at the same time, you know, just being able to get on stage and I done made these people laugh at my fucking show. I mean, that's a success in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the deal. That's part of my deal with Netflix. I gave you motherfuckers a special. I mean, what else you want? Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I still got paid because people had to see it to tell me that they didn't like it. So I did my job at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, you know, Dave Chappelle, I kind of feel like he is still good in that stand-up comedy era because he kind of takes himself out for a while. He gets to live everyday life and still be grounded in a somewhat more normal environment. Whereas, like, I feel like Kevin Hart is more like in a bubble now. He get up early, he's working, you know what I mean? So I feel like everyday life is what's going to add to your material. How can you have material when you're like filming 4 movies, when you're doing production?
Yeah.
He has a podcast, you know what I'm saying? It's so much that you miss out, you know what I mean, on a lot of things that everyday life that people find funny in everyday life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Kevin Hart is a brand. Kevin Hart is a whole fucking brand out here. So he wakes up and he has to do all sorts of shit. So you know, all Dave Chappelle got to do is get his ass up and you know and go and get on the stage somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And do his shit. So yeah.
So one thing about Dave Chappelle that just happened is he just had a show and then he tested positive for COVID-19. Now, everybody that came in that show had to get tested twice, right? Except for Elon Musk and his wife.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
What do you think about that?
Oh man, I saw the photo with all them niggas, man.
Yeah.
Like I was like, shit, all them motherfuckers look like they got it. I don't know, man. I don't know what Elon Musk out here doing, man. I think he knows something we don't. So
oh, he definitely knows stuff we don't. Like
that nigga knows something we don't.
Like anybody that can be like, get up, like, oh, it's 8 a.m. You know, I'm about to go to Mars today.
Right.
Like he just up and leaves. Like he just goes to space. Like, who gave you clearance, sir? Like, what have you been doing?
Yeah. Ain't fucking Mars like a year away from now, some shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, how are you doing that shit? Like, he looked like he didn't been to Mars and back. Like, that nigga look weird. Like, his face is like sweating all day, every fucking day.
Comes down with popcorn. Like, yeah, just came back from Mars. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Don't know.
You know what I'm saying? You know, built a mall up there and shit. You know,
sure.
Who knows? I might go back. You know what I'm saying? Race a couple niggas. Like, what the fuck? No, but didn't his wife test positive for corona?
Yeah, they both have it. So I think Elon knew what he was doing because you know they be on that population control, and he's the richest person in the world right now.
Yeah, I saw that shit too.
You know, all I'm saying is it wasn't on accident.
Look, I'll be sitting there like, what the fuck does I see a lot of Teslas, but I don't like what else does fucking Elon Musk make?
He's like but I know big in science and theories and all of that. And
shit Dave niggas Chappelle, don't give a fuck about.
But we need to shoot before he leave us. Elon Musk and Dave Chappelle dynamic. As much shit as Dave Chappelle talks, Elon Musk comes around like, nah. I don't know. I'm not really feeling that. Like, you feel like you would see Elon Musk at a Dave Chappelle stand-up comedy show.
That is weird, though. That is weird. Like, how you pull Elon Musk? Did Elon Musk contact you, or did you contact Elon Musk?
I'm trying to find out.
How the fuck you get in contact with Elon Musk?
He was like,
you know what? He cool with Kanye. And Kanye cool with fucking Dave. So Kanye probably gave that nigga the motherfucking go ahead. Like, hey, yeah, he cool, man. You know, we fuck with Dave.
I just think seems a little off, you know, it's a weird dynamic, and they knew they had it. They was like, we're about to go hang out with some black people and see how that goes, darling. Him and his wife.
This nigga the fuck up.
Right. I'm just like, dang, that's crazy. So are you going to get the vaccine? What you going to do?
Hell no, I'm not getting that motherfucking vaccine so I can grow fucking titties out my elbows or some dumb shit like that. Like, I'm not getting no motherfucking vaccine. My fucking ass might sew up or some shit like that. I'm not doing that. Like people are dying from taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just, y'all, like what I don't like about the whole vaccine part is the fact they came up with that shit within like 6 months or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they get motherfuckers that they send, advertisements out to that, tell them, hey, if you want to come in and take some tests and some Botox shots and shit for $500-$600, but they giving this. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit.
We are the
no,
test.
Okay.
We are the test.
Yeah, we is.
Know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
And they are trying hard to get fucking black people to take that shit. Niggas, come put this fucking needle in your arm. Y'all used to this. Like, no,
yeah,
we not.
I hate the fact that they're marketing to black people and nobody else.
Oh, they trying to. They try. Like I was watching this Netflix documentary called Crack. Right. Just came out, and I was looking at this like I'm sitting here like, yo, these white motherfuckers, and I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying these white motherfuckers are really trying to get rid of us.
Yeah,
they are trying everything to get fucking rid of us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fucking AIDS came out. How do we prevent fucking getting AIDS? Wear a condom. Whoever fucking came up with that must have never fucked a bitch raw. Like, what are you saying? Like, you couldn't come up with anything that we couldn't come up with any, it's fucking what, 30, 40 years now? And we ain't got no fucking, we barely got a vaccine for AIDS, but you come up with a fucking vaccine
for
fucking coronavirus
right.
in 6 months and think I'm finna just put some fucking you know what? And I don't get no flu shots. That could be the vaccine. I just went to the fucking dentist the other day, and the motherfuckers gave me shots in my fucking mouth, and I feel like that was the vaccine. I think they're gonna try anything to get that fucking thing into you, man. Like, sorry to rant, but I'm not taking no fucking vaccine. Fuck all that. I want to live.
This is where you rant. Yeah, no, I'm not taking the vaccine. I don't take vaccines. Yeah. I've never taken a flu shot, and I've never had the flu. And what's crazy is like people be getting the flu shot, they show up next day sick. Like, you should have just caught it naturally if you was gonna be sick anyway. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy because when you get the AIDS vaccine, is they shooting fucking AIDS in you and shit when they do the AIDS vaccine? I'm pretty sure, right?
I don't wait. There's no AIDS vaccine.
There is no vaccine, right?
Right.
I thought it was it's like suppressants or some shit like that.
They have something called PrEP. Yeah, no, it's PrEP, but that's for people who don't have it. That's like I like to be out here fucking. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some PrEP. In case you
I'm on the pill. So
it's like, go ahead and bust in this belly, raw dog me. I'm on PrEP. Don't trip. The worst I could get is gonorrhea. I don't know.
Whoa! I wish I would come across some female talk about I'm on a pill. What the fucking pills you on? Ibuprofen? Better be ibuprofen. You better get the fuck out of here. Better not be no motherfucking PrEP.
I feel like anybody that's on PrEP is reckless.
That's wild. I hope to never run into a motherfucker that's on PrEP. I don't give a fuck who you are. We ain't hell no.
Should be out there.
Like what kind of shit is PrEP? Prep you for what?
AIDS. Just in case you get it. But really,
that's some wild shit.
I did watch this documentary on HIV and AIDS, and there's this man who was in a relationship with someone who died from AIDS, right? And they kept testing him to try to figure out like why he didn't get it. And there was something in his cells that made it to where like he was not susceptible to it. So they did research on him and like was able to formulate this, I don't know if it was PrEP, but this pill or whatever, and to where they put it in their body so if they're exposed to AIDS, they don't get it. So anyways, before I was interrupted, sorry guys, I'm back. But yeah, so I don't trust any of these vaccines, and I don't trust the fact that they came up with the COVID-19 vaccine so fast, and they've been working on years and asking for donations for so many things. They don't even have how do you not have a cure for the common cold, but now you have like a cure for COVID-19 and the flu? Like that just doesn't, correct. Does that sound crazy to you or what?
Who do they think we boo-boo the fool like a motherfucker? Like that's crazy. That's what they see. They try. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to scare people like they scared people. Scared us back then with the whole whole AIDS epidemic. You know what I'm saying? And we not buying that shit. I mean, I'm not buying that shit, man. I'm not taking no pill that you niggas developed in a lab in under 6 months. I'm not doing it.
I think, but with AIDS, it was totally different. There was no vaccine. There was nothing that they were trying to push. They just knew something was out there, and they said they didn't know what it was. And it was happening in
wear a condom, niggas, strap up.
It was happening in like neighborhoods that were, were minorities, people of color. And then it started getting out of hand because, everybody likes people of color. So, but they're still to this day, like, there's no cure. It's not a death sentence because they have medication for it, but that took years. That took a while to get the medication for it. So how they came up with this so fast, I mean, they've been working on this for years, of course. We know that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I was like, we still have AIDS. Have y'all forgot about AIDS and shit? Like, no, like coronavirus it's bad. I mean, it's definitely something I want to avoid. I don't ever want to fucking get that. But I feel like coronavirus is gonna be one of those, illnesses that everybody's gonna fuck around and have one of these days. And I mean, shit. The more that we actually, the more people. I mean, our bodies have to become get used to that shit. I guess, you know what I'm saying, so that. When we do have that shit, we don't just fucking break down and die. But I don't have no fucking fucked up immune system or anything like that. So, God willing, everything turns out all right.
I think the scariest thing is like the symptoms aren't all the same. Like there's some people who have underlying issues that were able to get over it, and then there's healthy people who died. Like, so it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like you lose your taste, your smell and shit. I think the new strain is like your ass will go fucking blind.
Oh my God.
like that's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild. And I still got homeboys who still go to the fucking strip clubs. These niggas is still going to comedy shows. Ooh. They still going to the club. You see your boy Bow Wow out here had a whole fucking show, a whole show, nigga, just no masks.
Yeah. He's the last person that I would risk my health for. I wouldn't, if they was like, oh, there's a Bow Wow concert, I'd be like, that's what's up. Ain't nobody, the ticket could be free. I don't care. I'm not risking my life to go see no little Bow Wow sing Let Me Hold You.
Right, let me hold you. Like, what the fuck? Your doctor gonna be holding your stupid ass. Turn around, tell the doctor, how'd you get COVID? Up there, singing Bounce With Me with fucking Bow Wow. Yeah, your ass gonna die in a few days.
Yeah, it's scary because we don't know. So yeah, that's COVID. Y'all be careful out there. It's not worth it at all.
Yeah, wear your mask. It's really not worth it.
And
really
Dave Chappelle, you faulty for getting starstruck over Elon Musk and not testing him and his wife.
Right. But he was at a show up in Texas. I mean, because I know he was doing his thing up in Ohio, I think. Was it Ohio? It was in Ohio. He got a whole goddamn city out there or something like that, where he's like doing comedy shows and shit up there, where he was testing everybody that was coming in. I mean, he was being the most cautious motherfucker about COVID. And then he goes to Texas and he catches COVID. And you're right though, Elon Musk, like, where the fuck he come out of that? Like time Dave Chappelle leave Ohio, go to fucking Texas, do a goddamn show. Elon Musk is there. He got COVID. Like, what the? That don't even make sense.
No sense at all. Black people,
Something's fishy.
Stop putting your people at risk. I'm not about to be promoting no outside events because I don't want my people out there catch COVID. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not worth it for me. I stay my ass at home.
There are people that's doing like, comedy shows where, you know what I'm saying, they get a stage and they just have a bunch of people just, drive up with their cars and shit. And if it's funny, you just honk and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or you can do it like the drive-in movie theater. You want to
see your favorite comedian.
Do it like the drive-in movie theater. Like, tune in to 93.1 and sit your ass in your car and listen to this comedy. You get to see them, but then you in your car. I'm a patent that. Don't take my ideas, people.
Yeah, and then these niggas just honking their horn, you know. So I don't know if they booing me. I don't know if they fucking cheering for me or not. It's just a whole bunch of like.
Hopefully, it's a good.
But you got to get out there. You got to let. Yeah, I hope it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I never got on. I never. Well, I don't want to say never. I know I want to say never, but I haven't gotten on stage and got booed ever. You know, since I've been doing comedy. I've gotten on stage where the laughs may have not been there. You know what I'm saying? But that's extremely rare.
Mm-hmm.
So you know.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, just if I was to put on something like that, I think it'd be a good show. I think it'd be a good show. But right now, man, I'm not fucking promoting anything outside.
Yeah. Well, do the drive-in thing. Tell people stay in their car. Drive-in comedy. You're welcome.
Right.
So I definitely want to thank you for coming on the show. Please let everybody know where they can find you and where they can listen to your podcast.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, my podcast will be debuting next Saturday. Next Saturday is going to be available on all on all platforms, Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, the works. So I'm definitely going to get that podcast out. It's called the Highly Cultured Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at the Highly Cultured Pod. You can also follow me on Instagram at Butler BUTLER _ Lee. And you'll be able to see me, see more of my content. You can also have access to my podcast page, and going forward, definitely gonna be putting out some content to keep you guys laughing. So
we'll be right there with you. I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm a supporter.
I appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, make sure you guys tune in to Melanin Blvd every Thursday. This is the start of going into the rest of the season, but we're back up and running. Every Thursday, I'll be dropping an episode, and make sure you tune in to The Beat Monday through Friday. Me and Los are dropping news on you every single day on YouTube, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And don't forget to tell your friends, to tell their friends, and maybe we could be friends, to tune in every Thursday.